Yeah, I think it is on my channel. Eyes Can Lead. Yeah, it's a lovely poem about the power of this. And for you ladies, you really underestimate the power of your eyes. You underestimate it. Now, some of you already know what I'm talking about. And if you do, good job. You've already been doing what you are able to do. But for those of you that don't understand the power of this, the power of eye contact, let me tell you, there's so much power in that because you can lead a situation using your eyes alone. You can. You can draw someone to you, and you can also deflect them away from you by knowing how to use your eyes. If there is one thing that I learned from my mom, that was the she's taught me a lot of things, but if there's one thing she did teach, is the use of the eyes. She always used to tell me, keep your eyes moving and use your eyes to defend and deflect. And man, the power of the eyes, folks. Now, for you ladies, you're always concerned about that stranger having bad intentions, and rightfully so, especially if you haven't been training or, using your Muay Thai skills. But there's a thing called your gut and your intuition that will protect you out in public. Now, once upon a time, you could always rely on a man to do it if you were in a situation that was threatening. Now, of course, we are today, and we're in the modern era, and the modern woman is definitely not relying on men to do this anymore. All right. In fact, a lot of them don't even want it. You've killed your advantage, by the way. You've killed your advantage. Because there was a time when if you were in trouble, those men over there would defend. Your brothers, your uncles, anyway, that's another topic. Your eyes. Your eyes and your intuition. Yes. You can use your eyes to lure. It's that come here. Yeah. Because the thing that I rely on is eye contact. That's what I rely on. When I'm out in public, if you see, there's some guys that will approach you whether you look at them or not. Yeah, they'll step to you regardless. Okay. See, I wasn't that type. I was always the type that I would wait for your eyes and your smile. That would be number two. So the first thing would be your eyes. If you look at me more than one time and you hold it, when you hold that look and then the smile follows, there it is. I'm the type of man that's very secure in himself. Okay, I'm not worried if you reject me or not. I'm going to approach you and I'm going to start a conversation. See, that was me. That's the way I operated. Okay. Now, there's a lot of guys out there that don't have that level of confidence, unfortunately, but it's going to take that. But see, here's how you can help, ladies. Use this. Use this because you can telepathically communicate to that man. You can lure him. Okay. Especially if it's a man that you're kind of feeling from a distance. Now, some of you ladies are thinking, well, I don't want to give my eyes because I know what that's going to do. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole of being in a bad situation. Yes, I get it. Especially today, crime is up, and trust me, I got you. I got you. You sort of have to read the situation though. And energy is everything. Energy is everything. I did an episode of the Strength Within series on this. You have to be able to read the energy around you because you will know the threats before they happen. You will know the bad situations before they come up. You ladies need to start trusting your superpower more, but it starts right here, right here. Okay. Don't fear the power of your eyes, whether you're speaking or not. This, of course, you've heard the eyes, the gateway to the soul. Yeah, that's the cliche, but it's very, very true. I will never fear eye contact. I love eye contact so much. I really do. I can look into the eyes of any woman. I don't care how attractive you are or not. I don't care. And it's interesting because, see, today, when I think of all the women on Instagram, for you men, I'm speaking to you right now, there was a time when you could get a 10 just from being average and having conversation. All of these women that you see on IG that you say, whoa, that's a 10, that's an 8, that's a 9. There was a time when all you had to do was be able to speak. You didn't have to have the long checklist that you need today. But you still had to be able to speak. And you still do now. Okay? Because some of you have all those things and you don't know how to communicate. But ladies, rely on your eyes, use your intuition. For those of you that still want to be approached, it's very possible. Go back to that choosing signals episode that I did. Take a look at that episode and really put these things in practice. All right? Because if you're not giving your eyes, then you're not giving anything. You know, and you really have to trust the process because there is a process. What you get within the first 10 minutes of dialogue, right? 10 minutes, a 10-minute conversation, a 5-minute conversation, all the information will be right there. Because if you look at the man's posture and the way that he communicates, you look at how he looks into your eyes, you look for inconsistencies, you listen for the stutters, you watch for them looking down a lot. Eyes tell everything you need to know. You don't even have to speak, to be honest with you. You don't need conversation. I can look into you and tell you everything. And so can you. We're living in a time right now where people are not using their eyes. They're looking at their phone. It's a muscle that you have to work. You got to work the muscle of being able to look into someone's eyes and speak with every amount of confidence because you trust your own abilities, you trust your power, and you're not worried about being rejected. I don't worry about that because if when you reject me, there'll be somebody else. Men, this is how you have to think. Someone else will give you the time. Now, for you ladies, you got to turn off that fear stuff. Turn that off. Put on that smile. Use those eyes. You got it. Yeah. You're in the store, at the laundromat, wherever. And if it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. It's okay. Move on to the next. Or, you know, there's a lot of people on this planet. Okay. And I'm sure you're inundated with options. Oh, yeah. But in the real world, the process is different. It's different. It's a different ball game. You got to put on that feminine energy. A real man will respond. A secure man will respond. They will approach. They will speak. The conversation will flow. Yeah, it will work. It is a beautiful work of art, let me tell you. I love seeing things like this. I love being in that situation, and I love witnessing that situation. I was not a hater back in the days. I used to watch and say, okay, yeah, I see that process. Oh, wow. She's allowing it to happen. She's allowing, yay. You know, I used to applaud that because that's the way it should be. People need to connect, whether it works or not. Short-term situations, long-term situations. As long as you communicate what it is, you're always going to have it laid out.